All right, how's everyone doing? Finally, the package has arrived. This is the Valor Fitness DG1. This is the seated upright bench. This was found on Amazon. I really like the price. And the main reason I bought this was because I really, really want to increase my overhead press strength. And 90% of the time when I'm doing like log press, axle press, barbell overhead press, the sticking point for me, or the failure point, is right around my forehead, which means it's all shoulders and triceps, especially when I'm doing standing overhead press. Legs and the clean, everything goes good, but I really got to get my overhead press numbers up. That's one of my main goals for this year. So not too interested in the whole shrugs and seated curls and all the other dumbbell stuff you can do with this. I bought this specifically for the seated overhead press. And the huge selling point for me buying this bench was it actually comes with footrests that are attached to the bench, which I absolutely love. I looked at a few others, and a lot of them don't have the footrest, which means you're going to be pushing into the ground and you're going to basically be rocking the bench forward, sideways, backwards. And that's just a huge tipping hazard. And I'm just not going to even put myself in a position to fall over with a heavy overhead press. So the price was right. Again, Valor Fitness DG1 off of Amazon. Very small footprint. It has the tapered seat, if you can see here. And then it also has the footrest. And I think this is going to be a perfect addition. This is this bench. This is the bench only. This doesn't have the racks. I already have a rack. I'm going to be using that separately. But this is exactly the setup that you'd see with a commercial military press, but just the bench portion. The weight capacity was something like 750 pounds. I'm nowhere close to that, but I always buy stuff up as if I was a heavyweight or I'd have heavyweights coming in to train with me. I just saw my friend the other day. He's 255 now. So if he's going to come train overhead press with me, I got to be prepared for some of the heavyweights coming in to train with me. So this is actually my first purchase from Valor Fitness. I may have bought like a cable attachment that I don't even remember from years ago, but this is my first major purchase. And it's supposed to be really easy to put together. And I like right away how they have kind of like a guarantee, this green sticker. I don't know if you guys can see it there, but it says open immediately and inspect merchandise for damage or defect. And if the box is damaged, take a photo and send it right directly to the Valor Fitness website. So that is really nice for me to see. I was unaware of that when I purchased it because, you know, it's not fair to anyone. It's not fair to Valor Fitness if the anything gets damaged in shipping, and it's not fair to me if I receive a defective or a product that got busted up on the truck. So everything looks like it's in really good shape. We've got 4 plastic straps, lots of tape, and there is nothing wrong with this box anywhere to be seen. So voila, let's see what we got here. So I am going to flip it over here, and I'm just going to open it like so. Again, everything looks good thus far. Hopefully it's as easy to put together as it looks. There are no moving parts, so should be no problem at all. What's going to be really funny is me trying to find the tools. Hopefully they included tools if they're giving you some weird sizes, but we'll see. So I'm just going to cut these here. All right. Okay, here we go. We got tape and load straps. So zip that here. Now the main thing you want to do when you're opening these packages is, which is good for this box because there's a nice separation here, but it is the worst thing in the world when you get a nice piece of equipment like this and you cut the vinyl when you're opening the box. But that's not an issue here because we've got plenty of space and it's packed top to bottom. So I should be just fine there. And this just got dropped off today. I'm actually able to do this review video the same day it got dropped off, which is pretty epic if you ask me. That doesn't always happen. And you'll be able to see exactly what's going on. So hopefully this isn't going to give me too much trouble. Well, that's good because that's extra. You see, box pulls right out, so we've got extra reinforcement for our nice new equipment. Okay, so this is a good sign already. We have extra bubble wrap over everything inside. Very happy to see that. This is likely the hardware, and that has got its own case. That's excellent. So I'm going to put this small box here. Okay, definitely like this already. Separate pieces. This is the base. You can see DG1 right here. Definitely like that. This is the footrest. This is in great shape. And what I already like about this is probably 10 pounds, just this one little piece. So, you know, we can do some tricep extensions or something while we're putting this together. Probably rotator cuff would be better, get warmed up for the shoulders session. It's got, this is, okay, so here's another good feature I like. This actually has knurling on it, similar to a barbell. So when you put your feet up there, it's actually got some grip. So like that so far. Extra plastic foot stoppers for the back of the bench. Everything is wrapped individually in plastic. So that's good. Put that there. Thankfully, got to have instructions. Hopefully that's idiot proof. This is wrapped individually as well. So if you are concerned about the cosmetics, each piece is coming in, wrapped in its own plastic. So that's pretty neat. And the most important part, the vinyl, because this is commonly what gets damaged the most. So let's see what we got. Oh, beautiful. This is the tapered pad. And this is one of the other things I really liked about this bench. Your hips are going to go here. Your legs are going to go at this side. So you've got just enough room to hold on to everything, but it's not going to slide. Nice pad. But I definitely wanted the narrow tapered pad. So I like that. And then we have the back pad. Let's see what we got. Shoo! Oh, perfect condition. Perfect condition. Okay, I like it. I'm going to put this, I'm going to leave this in here. Okay. All right, how we doing? So it looks like these are, yeah, this, hopefully this won't take me too long, but we'll celebrate when it's all together. Oh, this is cool. They give you not just their email, but you get a direct phone number if anything's wrong. So that's pretty nice because we all know, anyone that's got a gym, home gym like me knows if something's wrong these days, you send an email, you maybe get a response in like a week. So an actual phone number to what's probably an actual person is kind of reassuring. So stationary bench, DG1. So probably worth mentioning, I went with the stationary. I've got a flat bench. I've got an incline bench. I'm not a huge fan of adjustables, so I just wanted military press. This is all I need. So this is not adjustable, and I preferred that, and I chose that purposely. So here we go. Warranty information, bars, bumper plates. Okay, so we've got M10s, M10 bolts. Wow, you know what? It looks like they're all M10s, which would be great because if everything's the same width, then all you have to do is worry about getting the proper length. But this looks pretty nice. And you got your parts list. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so let's see what they gave me for hardware. Do I have to go hunt, or do I actually just get everything I need in here? I do have tools available, but again, the last thing we need is to hunt for tools when we could be training. And got it. Okay, so we have hardware. Everything's included. It is nicely organized. However, they do not have any wrenches or any sockets. So I do have those, thankfully. And I'm going to go match them up because it says everything is 17. Oh, okay. Well, here we go. They do not include the socket wrench or the, I guess you could use two sockets or the stationary wrench, but they do say that it's not included and you need a 17. So I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go get a couple 17s. Stay right there. All right. 17s. I'm just going to be using one ratchet and one wrench. Hopefully you guys won't need anything more than that. So let's see what we got. And I'm going to open up this here. Hopefully this will match up real nice. Oh, perfect. It's definitely a 17. Definitely a 17. Okay. Now, what I like to do here is just cut the edges to get to these washers and not let them spill all over the place because I don't want this to take all day because, as I said, I'd rather be training than putting stuff together all day, every day. But alas, I want everyone watching this video to understand what it takes. I have put lots of stuff together before, but as we know, there's always plenty of surprises. Oop, there we go. See, like those washers falling. Okay. So no lock washers, just regular washers. Oh, you don't need lock washers because these are lock nuts and bolts. Okay. I'm going to move this pad over here. Attach number 9 to number 10, which that is the back upright to the feet, to the back feet. Okay. Well, this is pretty nice. The other thing I like, see, this looks like a 3x3, maybe even a 4x4 base here. And the nameplate is really good. And yeah, that's pretty nice right there. Now, this looks like 2x3 steel. And let's do it. Now, I believe it's going to go like this. All right, so now we need the back upright. That's 10, 2 bolts and washers. And we'll get this on here. And now let's get the back upright, just like this. They said on the website, there we go, perfect. They said on the website that it's going to have a little angle. I'm pretty excited about that. Well, this looks like it's actually going to be pretty easy. Of course, I never should have said that. As soon as you say easy, that's when things start going wrong. They are calling for washers on both sides. And we're going to do bolts through the top. Bolts through the top. Bolts through the top. Easy. So then, okay, here we are. I'm going to hold this here, and I'm going to just hand tighten this. So it looks like this is going to be a one-person job, and should be no problem. Normally what I do is I put all the bolts in and then tighten them. So this is neat. The base is actually got a nice width to it. So if you guys have done this before, this really should not take very long because I like already everything is the same size. So the assembly easier than expected. Not like putting together a huge squat rack, but when you've got a bench like this that's not adjustable or anything,
much more accommodating. So I'm going to just get these threaded. Okay, perfect. All right, and then here we go. Cinch it up. A little help from my cable column here. Looks nice so far. So I'm going to get everything just basic tight, and then we'll come back and we'll really, really crank it. So again, I did provide these 17 millimeter socket and wrench. Could use 2 sockets, but assembly time is going to be much quicker than I would have expected because it's a miracle. All the bolts are the same size. You don't have to switch anything. So I have a 17 millimeter. It is metric. That is very important. Okay, next up, number 2, attach number 8 to number 9. That is this guy. So notice the main frame here is only a few parts. And the other thing I was kind of or definitely surprised about is this whole thing came in one box. I was kind of pleasantly surprised, I should say, because rarely does everything, come in one easy box. So this is calling for the bolts to go on through the pad. I am going to use lots of washers. I love washers, so use 2 of these. There we go. Well, the other good news, these are lock nuts, so they have the nylon in them already, so I don't have to worry about that. And I'm going to put the top one in first because that should cinch it up. Okay, well, I like everything so far. Look at that, it's already taking shape. Pretty simple. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. This is when, after I say simple, that's when everything starts to get a little crazy. That is, yep, everything says, these are all the same size, so I haven't screwed it up yet. Okay, let's do this. So far, so good. So far, so good. I'm going back and forth here. There we go. There. That's tight enough for round 1. I'll come back and crank it. So you guys can see, we're already doing pretty good here. And I already look, I mean, that thing is sturdy already. It's supposed to have like a 3-degree curve, which I thought was neat, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so now we have number 11. Okay, so I'm guessing this is going to be the one bolt that is a different length, because that is obviously a different length as well. Everything is numbered really well. And this is the number 2 bolt. So this is going to be this is the 35 millimeter bolt. So this is pretty cool because this is the only bolt that is not the same size as over there, and it's supposed to go right into here, but we'll see. So this is that your feet go on. There you go. So that fits right in there. And perfect. So you line this up here. Okay, great. This here is slotted on the inside, so it actually only goes into one side. So no problem with that. So you're going to put the fat end here, just like that. And boom. This one just goes straight in. And oh, there, so you can feel it touch right away. Perfect. Oh, that is nice and snug. Now see, this was the main selling point for me because again, imagine putting your feet down here. If you're pushing back into the bench and you have your feet on the floor, the thing is just going to tip. So this was again main selling point for me here was this, because you can you're pushing into the stability of the bench. See, that is wonderful right there. That is wonderful. So again, you're restabilizing yourself rather than pushing back and getting injured. All right. Next up, this is pretty easy. It says it's only 5 steps. Okay, attach number 13 with the bolts, and then you attach number 12. So what this means is we're all ready to attach the pads, and we only have 2 pads. All right, and perfect. Okay, they even gave us the right amount of hardware. Now, very important. This is something you learn the hard way, and I want to reiterate myself here because I have made this mistake. These are threaded and they're glued to the wood or to the particle board, whatever this is. So these are hand tight, not crank them like you're working on a car and you're attaching something to the frame. Like these you can crank the crap out of because they're going into steel. This is going into wood. So you definitely can be a little gingerly with these. So washer, and then here, line it up. And again, this just has to be hand tight because all the pressure is going to be going straight down. Okay, it's not like, you're going to have very little wobble. And I love, I don't know if you can see this. You see this angle here? It's everything is everything I like about the design of this bench is everything is supporting other parts of the bench. The footrest that you're pushing back is going to be pushing out against steel, not against the ground, causing the bench to rock. So when you go to press, I'll show you guys when I'm done here. And again, this only has to be hand tight. So when you go to press, you're going to be using the steel, not anything else. So you can see how we're already taking shape here. Okay, right here, I can imagine what's next is going to be the back pad. And I'm guessing this looks pretty symmetrical. However, okay, here we go. Seam is at the bottom, so if you're really into everything looking perfect, and if I'm going to put it together right, grab the seam on the bottom, top is flat, and it's just going to go right in the back like this, like so. And again, this just needs to be hand tight. Oh, look at this. This is beautiful. Yeah, yep, that's tight. That you can crank. And then this has got each of these pads have two. Good vinyl, good padding. And you cinch this right up. And again, this only has to be hand tight because this is going into a threaded rod. I'm not even going to crank on it with a wrench. I just want it's just got to hold it in place because again, the pressure is going to be going back and then not to the side. Perfect. Okay, hand tight. Well, hey, we're doing pretty good. And the only thing we have left right here, these are the extra foot plates for the bottom to make everything awesome. Good thick rubber. Here we go. Look at that. Pick it right up. There you go. One thing you'll see right here, the bench itself is pretty light and easy to move. All right, so I'm just going to squeeze these together. No glue. These just slide on, and
boom. Ta-da! That might have been record time. So thank you for making this bench very, very easy to put together. Actually, very affordable. And I'm going to go back. Remember, double check the frame bolts. And I'm going to do that right now, because these are for stability. So these you can crank. There you go. There, yeah, these you want way tighter than the ones up here, than the ones on the wood, on the vinyl. There you go. Now this one, I can actually use the, there we go, steel reinforcement. That one, there, perfect. Perfect. Okay, let me get this repositioned here. So we've got the, again, very important, you're going to have your feet against that, not pushing into the floor and tipping you backwards. This was very quick. This is an upright. Again, a lot of people like to use shrugs, lateral raises, curls, and things like that. But I love overhead press. Nice small footprint. Pretty darn cool. Pretty darn cool. Remember, when you're moving your benches, ladies and gentlemen, always grab the steel. I can't tell you how many of my gym members have come over and they're just on a mission to break my equipment and to break my vinyl, because this stuff, again, this is just padding, vinyl and wood, and they for some reason they think it's okay just to pick up a huge steel bench with something like that. So let me reposition here. Now I'm just warming up, getting ready for the session, so I'm only going to be using these massive 10-pound dumbbells, but let's see what we got. All right, first impression. Oh, nice. Very nice. Very nice. No rocking. Very solid. Oh, yeah. See, now let me, again, the reason I got this, because see, it's got these footrests. Now, with no footrest, and you're doing a press, and you go to use your legs, and boom, you're gone. So, oh, looks like I got to tighten those up. See, look, perfect. Yes. Oh, this is great. Good neutral. Oh, this is great. This is great. Now, I know someone's going to want to do some seated dumbbell curls. Oh, this is great. I'm going to do thumbless grip for some scaption. Oh, yeah. See, the other thing I like, if you want, I can rest my head, or not rest my head, but you can tilt your head back a little, use a little bit of arch, if you want to do shrugs, I don't know why people still do shrugs. Lateral raises. I don't really do lateral raises. I'm just an overhead press guy. Okay, I like it. Oh, man. So right here, this foot plate, this footrest was everything. Let me tell you. This bench, any bench like this, is going to tip really fast. But if you don't get this exact one, get one with the footrest. Because again, when you're doing anything, especially heavy, and you're trying to use a little bit of stability, you're going to want somewhere to put your feet. So by all means, if you don't get this one, get one that at least has the footrest. So I'm going to do a few close-ups here, but this is about as plain and simple as it can be. I like that my head is above the top of the bench. Definitely like that. I like the tapered forward seat, so it gets narrow. I absolutely love, as I just stated, this basically like a kick bar or a footrest, because then you're not pushing yourself over. And I also really like the small footprint here, as you can see. All right. Well, you know what? This is a success. And in fact, it was such a success, I want to start training. So if you have any questions, please comment below. You can feel free to message me. I've got Facebook, Instagram, anything you guys need. I do a lot of review videos. I do a lot of training videos. I do a lot of massage stuff. I do an integrated approach to wellness using strength training for optimal stability and then massage therapy for optimal recovery. And I hope you liked the video. We will see you again soon. Later.